Hello, hello. Happy Friday. How are you? How is everyone doing today?
Yes, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. And we're super excited to be here with you today. And welcome to the Savanh Family
Show.
Show. And today we're going to talk about branding. And branding is really building an emotional connection between your company and the market or your ideal clients, your audience. So, the big question is this: how do married couples like us who have busy schedules, run high performing businesses, face challenges daily, raise multiple children,
And yet, still remain in love, passionate, and happy like when we first dated.
that is the question. And this show will give you the answers.
Welcome to the Savant Family Show.
Master your relationship, your life, and your business now. Welcome back. And so hey guys, let's start with celebrating our wins and or sharing what we are grateful for.
Yes.
We are, really creating this movement where we are helping people really be more present and be more grateful for the things that we have, as well as share things that we are celebrating, because we do have a lot to celebrate. We just don't do it often enough. Okay, so
Or we
let
didn't
us
even
know.
realize that we're doing
Yes,
it.
right.
We have a lot of
Most
shit.
definitely. So let us know in the comment section, what are you celebrating today? Right, that you just really just smash it at this end of the week. You probably have done hundreds of things that were so amazing, but yeah, you didn't take time to pat yourself on the back, right? Or give your family members a hug and say, "Wow, you did that thing," right? Or what are you grateful for? All right. So we just attended Tony Robbins' Day with Destiny. For me, that's what I'm grateful for, right? The ability to have all these resources to learn and grow myself, my relationship, as well as my business is amazing. Why? Because that's for me, it's all about progress, right? It's
Yes.
about, for me, happiness is progress. A lot of people look at the destination as the end goal, like that's what they want to accomplish, achieve, the outcome, right? But for me, it's about the journey, right?
Yes.
So for me, if I'm making progress in my business, my relationship, myself, my life, my personal development, I am super happy, right? And Day with Destiny was just huge, because it was a huge, not only just progress, of huge progress, right? So huge breakthroughs, ton of breakthroughs, tons of transformation. We went to it live last year, but this year we actually did it virtual right here. And it was just so amazing, because I got different things out of it. So if you've been to Day with Destiny before with Tony Robbins, um, and you haven't gone back the second time, a suggestion is go back again. You're gonna get a totally different transformation, right? For me, the first transformation was first year was very emotional. This one was that my transformation was very powerful, right? Because there were some things within me that I realized, recognized why they happened the way they did, right? So it's pretty amazing. Okay.
Yes. Repetition is the mother of skills.
Yes. So suggestion is always good. David Dustin is amazing. If you haven't, check it out. Right. Check Tony Robbins' Netflix. I'm Not Your Guru. That's a good start for you to watch and find out what it is.
Yes.
So
And
today,
then, typing down in the comment. We'll love to celebrate the wins with you.
yes, most definitely. So that is what I'm grateful for: the ability to be able to have all these resources to continue growing. So today we're going to talk about branding, and branding is very very simple. Again, emotional connection with from your company and the market, right? Your audience,
Yep.
your ideal client. So you think about brands like, good example, you talk about Apple, right? So there's an emotional connection there with Apple. There's innovation, right? There's technology, right? That's all they're known for. Do they make the best brands? Realistically, not. Are there better brands out there? But no, there probably are. But why are they so connected? Because they have that think differently emotion, right?
Yep.
To connect with. You look at, companies like BMW, right? They talk about, the engine and how powerful it is, and that's the connection there that you have. The men who look at BMWs or sit in it and drive and hit that gas, that roaring sound, right? There's an emotional connection there. So again, back to your business, what is your brand? Safety, right? A car like Subaru, right? Safety rating so high for 10 years, right? So people connect emotionally that if I buy a Subaru, me and my family are going to be safe. Does that make sense? Thus, it's not about the features, it's about the benefits of what that brand brings. That's the emotional connection that you're looking for. Okay? So we're going to give you some takeaways here. First off, to keep it very, very simple and very, very light, how do you build a brand? How do you define a brand? How do you position yourself as the leader, right? One of the leaders that your audience buys because of that emotional connection. It's not about the features, right? So we're going to share why that is so important. So first takeaway we're going to give you is, what is your company's mission? And this is one of those things where keep it simple, as simple as possible, right? Your mission is very, very simple, because if you want your audience to express your mission or understand who you are, it's who do you serve and what results do you help them generate? That's it.
Yep.
Right? What are they getting and what are they benefiting? What's the big payoff that you're providing? And then who do you serve? That is it, right? So if you were a Subaru, it would be something like, our clients, our cars make your family feel safe. Simple. So a family says, oh, my audience, who they serve is families, and I get to feel safe in a car or be safe in a car. Does that make sense? That's the result I help them generate. So it's a very, very simple mission. Maybe, Nick?
Yes, I think every time we talk about a mission, I think about Apple, and obviously this is not the mission statement, but they stand out because their motto, their mission actually is think differently. That's the reason why they changed from iPad, the iMac to iPad. We used to get the CD player to iTunes. They just evolved. The industry so much that because they think differently.
Yeah, so that's the client that buys it, right? Us, when we buy Apple products, what do we feel? We feel that we're different.
Yes.
Right? So as businesses back in those days were coming in, and this still today, business come into a market and said, I want to dominate, I want to win. Well, they didn't come in saying I want to dominate and win. They said, well, I want to think differently. Right? So now when you buy Apple products, you just think differently. It just feels much better to have those Apple iPods on your ear, than the other thing, right? So because it's different. Does that make sense? So think differently. Second takeaway we're going to share with you: what are the benefits and features of your products or services? If you notice what I just said there, what are the benefits first before features? You're right. Features tell, benefits sell. Right? So a good example is if you go into a car dealership and the salesman walks up and Phyllis, my baby here, comes and she wants to buy a minivan. And I go in and I say, yes, this minivan is amazing. It's got heated seats. It's got cruise control. It's got, traction control. The traction control. It's got, temperature controls throughout for the front and back. That's features. Right? That's features. You're telling essentially how great this van is, instead of telling how great this van is for them. So the difference is, hey, this is amazing. This actually has traction control, the feature. And what it does, it helps your family be safe on the road in icy conditions, rainy conditions. It keeps you on the road. So if you ever slip, it brings you right back into to the point where you're not in here. And then, it's got heated seats. This way, when you guys come in, you're in a warm car. You're sitting in a warm seat. It's got temperature control where it's got a remote starter where you can start from inside of your car. And then when your family comes in, you're either cool or as warm as you want it to be. So what are the benefits? What's the payoff for them to buy this thing that has these features? Does that make sense?
Love it.
So, yes. So that is the second takeaway. You want to add to that, baby?
No, I think that's great. I think, a lot of time what we do is, feature is great. However, it looks more like a techno babble.
Yes.
You'll be like, oh, you have this, I don't know, like infrared, blah, blah, blah. And then people's like, what is infrared? You know? And then, when you say, oh, so that you can, let's say it's an infrared blocker, then so that you can, prevent your eyes from getting hurt. Oh, okay. Now it makes sense to me. Oh, because this is the benefit that I could do.
Yeah. Yeah. So you sell this dress. This dress was made by Louis Vuitton, right? This dress was made by Louis Vuitton. Or, man, just imagine this dress when you have it on the day of the Grammys, as you're walking down the red carpet, as people are taking pictures of you, right? People buy based on that feeling, that emotion, that benefit, that payoff that they're going to get, not who made it or, how they designed it. It's not based on that. Okay. So remember, if your features tell, benefits sell. Okay. So third takeaway we have is, how do your clients describe your business? That's why I'm going back to the very first, what is your mission, right? So if your client says, yeah, I know exactly how to describe them. They help me get this. That's the best testimonial. That's the best reviews. That's the best description any of your clients can actually say to you. So if you're in the coaching business, for example, yes, they help me make progress, right? Simple as that, right? Because they help me make progress. That's results based. Who do we serve? what results do you help them generate? So how does your client describe your business? Does that make sense? So
yes, and I think this one is very important because if your client know exactly how to describe your business, then they know exactly what you are selling.
Yes.
Then it will be really easy for them to tell their friends to buy.
Yes.
It's kind of like Apple product, they only sell, upgrade their phones, every other year, I think. So that way they have enough time to, to do the upgrade, to do the marketing, and to allow other people talking about that product to, to make sure that all the client have bought it, and then they roll out the second one. But they don't roll out one, from like, out of the phone store where they roll it out every 3 months. So then, people are not really in love with the product anymore. There's no hype.
Yeah.
And, quote unquote, people just doesn't think that the phone quality is that good because, for iPhone, it take them a year to renovate, to innovate before another one comes out.
Yes. And then the fourth takeaway we have for you is, what qualities do you want your company to be associated with? The qualities of your company, right? Again, going back to benefits versus features, I can easily say, oh, this app, right, on this app from Chase allows me to pay this like that and like that, right? So that's the features. It is not really compelling. But if the qualities that your audience is basically associating, oh, I have a better quality of life, for a good example, right? Why? Because I can pay all my bills in like 5 minutes, allows me to spend time with my family, right? Before I used to spend hours on hours paying my bills, going here and there. Now I can actually click. It stores it, saves it, collects it from which account, I hit it, and then it allows me to spend time with my family. And it really has made my life really, really easy, right?
Absolutely.
What are they associating? What qualities of your actual company and your services or products really associated with? Yes.
Yes, definitely. I think the quality, itself, it's very important because the better the quality is, the more raving fan that you have.
Yes, most definitely. So thank you very much, guys, for listening to us and watching this show today. And smash that like button. I know that this was a really, really amazing topic that we discussed here, as well as follow us as we continue to grow this, our show here, and continue to really add a massive value and deliver content when we, upload new videos and or come on live like this. You're going to be alerted when we do. So to kind of summarize everything, define your brand, right? What is your company mission? Who do you serve? What results do you help them to generate? What are the benefits and instead of features, right? Tell the features, but share the benefits, okay, of your products and services. How do you currently, your clients describe your business? Why it's so important to really move your clients towards that emotional state where, this is who you serve and this is the results you help them generate. And then what qualities do you want your company to be associated with? Okay. Do they want to feel safe? Do they think you want your clients to think that you have your technology is different from everybody else? Whatever it is, that's what they're going to describe. Okay. So we love you very much. We thank you very much. And really the question of the day is, what are you going to do to basically be different with your product instead of dominate? Okay, and one of these four. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. We'll see you in the next show. Mwah. If you like this show, subscribe now.
Remember, mastery starts here.
See you on the next show.